Hey everybody, Jeremy with Detroit Tech. Well, I've been rocking either the KRK KNS 6400s or the Audio-Technica ATH M50Xs for quite a while. I've been drooling over the idea of getting an open back pair of headphones. So I talked to my buddy Frank at church, and we decided on a trade for a couple of weeks. I'll give him the M50Xs and he'll let me borrow the Sennheiser HD 650s. I jumped at the chance. So do I need to convince my wife that I need to buy a pair of these for myself? Let's see. Frank is a man after my own heart. He arrived at church, passed the 650s to me, and they were in the original box. This thing is awesome. It's like silver corrugated cardboard or plastic or I don't know, something. It's just awesome. Pull out the sturdy silver box inside, pry it open, and there they are. So before even throwing these bad boys on, I did have to take a quick visual tour and check out some of the specifications. Now, first off, these are open back, which means I will not be getting much, if anything, in the way of sound isolation. There's a nice long proprietary detachable cable, and the headband has some nice padding along with the ear cups. The oblong shape of the ear cups is definitely a favorite of mine. They're decently light but feel pretty sturdy with the classic Sennheiser build quality. The ear cups don't pivot sideways, but they do tilt a little bit, and they do have a metal mesh grill on the outside, giving them a premium feel. These grills house 40mm drivers that are rated at 300 ohms impedance, and there is a nice long cable to make sure you won't actually have to sit with the headphone amp like on your lap. And just a little note here, these things are about 10 years old or so there's a few creaks, paint's coming off in a couple little areas, and these are Frank's daily drivers. They even came standard with a 1/4-inch end on the cable. Frank cut it right off, soldered on a high-end 1/8-inch plug just to fit his use case. Since they have such a high impedance, I kind of checked around, make sure my audio interface that I have would be able to drive these properly. My usual headphones, the M50X headphones, only really have an impedance of I think it's 38, and the KRKs are only about 36 ohms. So I've been driving them through the M-Audio 2X2 audio interface. For more information about my audio setup, you can check out this video. So anyway, no, M-Audio does not publish important specs like how well it will be able to actually drive a high impedance pair of headphones. But after diving into some forums, people seem to find a pair of, 650s, 250 ohm headphones would be driven well by the 2X2, so I figured I was in the clear. Now, putting these on was really a treat. At first they felt a little too snug, but after giving them about 30 seconds, they became actually quite comfortable. They definitely clamp, but the headband can be made to sit really lightly on top of your head, and the ear cups are soft enough that you don't feel like your head is being squished in a vise. But after a little while, I definitely did kind of feel them on my head and found myself resettling them around because, it did get a little bit heavy. But it was comfortable with my glasses on, which is a must when I'm actually at home. With all that boring stuff out of the way, we can finally get to the sound. But first, again, let's get this out of the way. No, the bass does not knock your socks off. These are not made for bass-heavy hip-hop, EDM, dubstep type music. Even though the bass isn't chest thumping, it actually sounds phenomenal. The balance of the low end is amazing. It's tight. You hear every little nuance, not just the kind of low sound like my subwoofer that I have in my living room connected to my TV. There's no definition, just sound. But that's really the theme of the HD 650s. Definition. Everything is defined. You hear the ethereal reverb of Diana Krall perfectly. The three distinct guitar parts in any Foo Fighters song never been more present to me than when I was wearing these headphones. I sat down and just listened to music for 2 hours. I haven't done that in, I don't even know, years. I have pages of notes from this listening session. I listened to everything from Foo Fighters, Dave Matthews Band, Eric Clapton, B.B. King, Victor Woo, Diana Krall, Michael Jackson, by the way, the 80s synth, Ed Sheeran, John Mayer Trio, and everything in between. Here's the thing with these headphones. The highs are clear, and as far as I can tell, perfect. I hear the details and the distortion of Jay-Z's 99 Problems I've never even heard before. I could tell the difference on songs where I knew they were actually recorded to tape versus straight digital. The stereo separation is unreal. My studio monitors aren't even this good. Mind you, they cost about the same. And the thing is I love to hear my music. I want to know what each guitar part is doing. I want to hear where each drum is in the stereo space. I want to hear the bow across the strings of the cello. I want to hear the wood beneath the strings of that fretless bass. I want to hear the raspy vocals from Dave Matthews and all of the nuances from that Shure SM7B they used on Michael Jackson's vocals on his Thriller album. I hear all of that with these headphones. Balanced, nuanced, clear. So, conclusion time. First, do I have around $400 to spend on these right now? No, I'm trying to buy a house. Do I wish I could get a pair of these to keep and love and cherish? Yes, all the time, yes. These HD650s let me hear music the way I want to. I want to hear those tiny changes in like that the mix engineer made to the beautiful song. And to top it all off, they're open back, which means I can actually wear them completely over both ears while gaming online with my friends, and I don't have to like yell and I'm actually talking really quietly. I don't know. It's great. These things are phenomenal. All in all, these are exactly my type of headphones. I need them in my life. Unfortunately, I had to give them back, and maybe I'll find some other open back headphones to fill the void. So thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. If you didn't like it, hit the thumbs down. Either way, I do want you to let me know in the comments below, what type of headphones do you use? And, you know, does the lack of bass in these really, is that a deal breaker for you? I promise I won't make fun of you guys for being Beats fans or anything. See you in the next video.